I have a Stihl FS90 that was very hard to start. Dealer suggested fuel filter / plug, etc. Only use F50 to 1 in the can. So far I cannot get it to run smoothly and get the CARB idle at proper RPM, 2400 to 2700, using an OPPAMA PET tach. So far replaced, plug / fuel line / fuel connector at tank / tank vent / pulse hose from crankcase to CARB / CARB and gasket / fuel filter / adjusted valves and replaced gaskets there.
Do you have fuel in the tank? If so, is the shutoff valve open and the fuel clean?
Yes.
Do you plan on doing the work yourself?
Yes.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
I am miffed that Stihl hides their repair info.
Hello. Thank you for choosing JustAnswer. My name is. Will be happy to assist you. How long has it been since your engine last performed to your satisfaction?
Hello.
Hello, how are you tonight?
Can't at this time. I've looked at videos describing CARB adjustments. This CARB, new, didn't want to run from the get-go.
Are you saying that your carburetor is new?
New still from the dealer.
Thanks for your response. You have basically covered all the usual things to check. Have you removed your muffler to see if your piston or cylinder is scored?
Plus all of the other parts that have been put in. I'm thinking this CARB is just DOA out of the box, as I can't get it to run correctly.
Your carburetor could very well be at fault, but I would check your piston and cylinder, just to be sure they are not at fault.
Muffler was removed. I questioned the dealer on this as well. Even with a bright LED light, the only thing I can see is the pushrod.
The only other thing to consider is doing a leak down test. This will help to determine if your valves are sealing and if your piston and cylinder is in operating condition.
This is a 4-mix unit. 4-stroke engine. All I can see is the pushrod moving up and down when turning over the engine. It's not like I haven't repaired engines before in cars / tractors / walk-behind equipment. This is first time I've tried to mess with this small of an engine.
I understand. I can tell by what you have already done to your trimmer, that you have a good understanding of mechanical repairs. You are correct. On the 4-mix units, you cannot see your piston and cylinder without disassembly.
My thought too. However, what would have had to have gone bad between the old CARB and the new one? I have an OTC 5609 unit for leak down. Hopefully it has a small enough adapter for the small plugs in this unit. I argued with the guy at the counter about the piston being able to be observed on a 4-stroke to no avail.
Hopefully so. The leak down test will be very helpful. He should have known better, after he found out it is a 4-mix.
My usual go-to guys closed up this past spring and are now renting the building to a CrossFit gym.
Wow. I know you hated to see them go.
The guys I bought this and a Stihl SH86 blower from. As well as my 1991 Boland's 1669 liters. So, do I keep equipment a long time? My snapper is a 1984 on its third engine slash. Guess I'll proceed with a leak down if I can use my tool. If that checks out okay, bad CARB.
I agree. The older equipment was built to last. I collect green machine trimmers from the 1980s.
Did I make a mistake by not buying a half crank MTD at Walmart on clearance for $50 to $60 and throw it away every year?
No, you did not. Your Stihl will be okay after you get it back up and running. There is no comparison in the performance and the feel afterwards. $50 trimmer versus your Stihl.
Okay. So, back to the 6 years old trimmer. If cylinder leak down is okay, CARB is no good. I want to try to get this squared away soon as it's been weeks since I've been able to trim. Every time I need a part, the dealer has to order it. Now I know why I order all my other Briggs/Tecumseh/ etc. etc. online. Yeah. $300 in 2011.
Yes, I would definitely focus on carburetor, if leak down test passes.
Okay. Anything peculiar to these Zama carbs? It's a C1Q. Hints.
They are good carburetors. Sometimes shelf life can cause issues, but rare.
Seem to be fresh stock. We'll check for a date code.
Okay.
Okay. I'd like to follow up and let you know how it works out. Can this be done?
Sure. There are no additional fees for following up on your question. We can continue working together for as long as it takes to resolve our issue. I would love to know your results. There is a link in your email that links you back to our discussion. I will get an alert to notify me of your return.
Thanks. How do we end this for tonight?
After you rate me, it closes us out for tonight.
Okay.
You have a good night. I do hope all goes well for you.
I don't have a proper leak down tester for a very small Enigame. I sprayed a very small amount of carb cleaner at areas of unit away from air intake and the unit stalled almost immediately. I think the carb/intake must have leaks, which would mean that it was NG from the start. I'm going to take it to the dealer on Monday.
Thank you for sharing your results. I do hope all goes well for you.
Took it to Stihl dealer. Charged me about 3/4 of an hour time at $90 per hour. Changed plug, it was new when I changed carb. I start up unit and run it for a minute or so to see that it revs up. Seems to idle high. I check with tach, OPPAMA PET 1000, idle is showing 3000 to 3100. Should be 2500 to 2700 per Stihl. That was one of my complaints. Hey, I could do as much. Then the unit stalled after less than 30 seconds, 3 times in a row. I called dealer. Have to waste more of my time to bring it back. Still think it's an intake/carb problem. We'll let you know. I guess that unless they are going to continue to work on it at no charge, I'll expect my money refunded.
Thanks. I understand. Hopefully they will get your engine up and running properly for you.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.